Welcome. In this video I'm going to show you how you can determine some quartile ranges using Python and my stikpetP library. So this will show how you can determine the so-called interquartile range, the semi-interquartile range and the mid-quartile range. The interquartile range is just the difference between the third and the first quartile. The semi-interquartile range is half of that, and the mid-quartile is actually a measure of central tendency, which is the average between the two quartiles. To show you how this can be done, I'll use some example data. So I'm going to be importing pandas, so I can use their read CSV function to read in a data file which is about a general social survey from 2012, and I adjusted it slightly for these educational purposes. And I don't need all the data, I just need one field. I'm going to be using the count scientific field, so that's an ordinal field. And we might want to see just which options there were for this. And that range from very scientific to not scientific at all, which is useful to actually keep as a small dictionary, and I store those under my coding. Now my stikpetP library is available by doing pip install, and then you can simply just type in the website or the link to my GitHub account, and once you've installed it you can use import stikpet as PS. That gives you a ton of different statistical functions. And one of those of interest here is quartile range, ME for measure, and then quartile range. It needs the data, of course. You can specify levels if the data is non-numerical, so that's what I'll be using. Then you can choose which measure you want to do, IQR, SIQR, QD for quartile deviation, which is the same as the semi-interquartile range, or MQR for mid-quartile range. The method is something you can choose on how to determine the quartiles itself. I have a whole separate video on calculating quartiles and all the different methods on there. I'll simply feed it my ordinal field, my coding, and I get back the numeric values of the quartiles and the interquartile range. And that's how you can use this function to get the semi-interquartile range, the interquartile range, and the mid-quartile range. Right, I hope this video was helpful, and thank you for watching.